Rifle. Damn, Notre Dame sucks.
Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina. Bank of America. Offense getting set for first down. Touch pass on the right. Open runway ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down.
Duke Mayo Classic.
Give to the running back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Catch in the middle, it's Kendricks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, just left him flailing. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger. Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Guys, he's already
So for with the new speed thing, so basically faster players are going to feel faster now.
In this first quarter, he looks as if he's ready to
I think that's how that works. I'm not entirely sure how the speed threshold thing works exactly, but it was a setting in the NCAA 14 as well, and I never messed with it because I had no idea what it meant. They don't really do a great job of explaining that.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Tar Heels have taken it inside the 20. The running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight.
Mayo Classic played at? Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Oh. So basically it's a home game for me. Just a neutral site home game.
Yeah.
They'll run it from the gun. On the move is the 30. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kendricks. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got the quick pass. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Mr. Block.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Trucks through the defender. And they get him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Marquez. He makes the connection. Open space at the 25. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The play action fake. Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Tar Heels are on the move. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On On 3rd and long, trying to have a big
Oh my gosh, quarterback. Why did you throw that way bad?
Target as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it out to the 17. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Marquez. He'll take a deep shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Tennessee fans are burning their jerseys, Fred.
Time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Thanks for that.
I saw a picture earlier today. Send it in the
And
group
the Tar
chat.
Heels will kick it away to start the second half.
I'm a bitch.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 40.
Oh, what a hell of a block. Holy shit.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have... First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
And if you're gonna...
He gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, UNC! And the pummeling has started.
Felt like I just watched Jeremiah Smith over there lined up one-on-one press with no safety help whatsoever. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and Shane call that audible.
Put that ball up in the air, keep it away.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. Just destroying it.
That's right, I look for the hit. I don't care.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, North Carolina! First down for this offense. Hands it off. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Looking for a productive play on first downs. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The offense set for a 1st down play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Well, there's going to be a holding, of course. You know what? I'll take you out anyways.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. To the air, it's Marquez. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep.
Before you ready up, I want to put the sliders in and then let us advance.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't know if it would apply if I apply them and then we start playing immediately.
Sounds good to me.
But
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game.
Chat GPT thinks that
But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very
in 2046 an MLB team in New Orleans will win the pennant.
I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another
There's no
presentation of
MLB
Sports
team in the
Intelligence.
pennant. This also says that the Portland Pioneers, the Montreal Expos are all. This is dumb.
yeah.
Moon-based miners. We're gonna have a team that's based on the moon.
The moon-based team? Hell yeah.
San Juan Gallows. Alright, which team that was supposed to be the Guardians got moved because the Guardians aren't listed on here at all. Although the Pittsburgh Pirates won one, that'll never happen. Wow. That sucks, Fred.
Hmm.
I got a player that's going to be out for 8 weeks with a broken hand, and my left outside linebacker is going to be gone for 3 weeks with a torn labrum,
Ooh.
just from the first game. All right, well, let's redshirt that guy that's going to be out for 8 weeks. 'Cause that's going to suck. No, he's already redshirted. Never mind. Well, he'll be back next year, hopefully. I forgot to redshirt my players, Fred. Oops. I'm doing that now.
Would really like it if there was some explanation as to what minimum player threshold, speed threshold is, but
I'll look it up. Don't worry, I'll take a look at it. Let me continue. Nope. It really does that. Okay, someone posted if it's kind of like Madden, the lower you set it, fast players will be faster, will be fast, and the slow players will be slower. The higher, everyone's kind of the same speed.
so I don't want it to turn up. I want to turn it down.
Yeah, there's a video on it too.
Kind of want to know more about that before I change that because I was going to turn it to 60 because that's what these sliders say, but I personally would prefer to have my fast players feel like they're actually really
Fast.
fast.
Yeah, I'm watching a video on it right now. Player skills, CPU skills, other league settings, Dynasty, XP settings, auto subs. Let's see.
Dynasty, because you'll be able to save here and you'll be able to upload it into any future dynasties you want, and it'll be a lot. But first, we're going to start with turn this down 35. We have it's two fumbles in your switching stuff. You make to 35 for yourself. Help with that's kind of the stats this year. R3, you come in here, you'll hit the new file.
What's it under?
More
Game
realistic gameplay
options
in terms
under
of
league
completion percentages
sliders.
and stuff like that.
Game options under league sliders. Okay. League sliders.
Go ahead and input everything for you. I already did that, so I don't need to do it here. But you can, a few things you're going to want to do in the actual dynasty. The first one, game options. So injuries, fatigue, and minimum player threshold is not going to be in your base settings. I think minimum player threshold might be, but it'll just be easier if you change it here so you don't change your base game if you don't want to play as realistic when you're just playing play now and stuff. So injuries is going to be at 70. This will actually have you have more injuries. I've had guys get injured for a full year, 6 months, stuff like that. You'll just get more injuries and guys will actually come up in the game. 50 and below is just doesn't you don't really see that injury. Another thing that will help with this is going to be your fatigue setting. So this is going to be at 80. So these guys are going to be coming in and out all the time. This is really going to help with your running backs and defensive line, offensive lines is really subbing and sub out like you see in realistic college football. So minimum player threshold is going to be 15. So this is basically the lowest speed that you can obtain. So I think the actual lowest speed in the game is going to be like 40 or something. No player's going to be below that, but you don't want to turn this up because if you turn all the way to 99, basically the lowest speed you can have is every player's going to be at 99 speed. So it's just going to feel like everybody's the same speed. So we turn this down.
Okay. So at 99, it makes everyone feel like a 99 speed.
All the way to 15. Again, I don't think there's going to be any player in the game that has a 15 minimum player threshold, but this will just kind of increase that range they can be. So your 40s are going to feel more like 40s and your 90s are going to feel more like 90s. This will help with your defensive ends, not just being able to catch you down in the open field. If you're in the back,
That'll help with if you're taking off running and all of a sudden, awesome, how's the DN faster than my quarterback? That'll
Okay,
fix
so I
that.
do want to turn it down.
Yeah, that'll
I'll
help with
turn it
that.
down to like 40. The sliders told me to set it to 60, and I was like, that's the opposite of what I want to do.
Yeah.
All right, the sliders are in play.
Sweet.
We are good to advance.
Cool. All right. I will advance it once I'm done setting up my red shirts that I almost forgot to do. Okay. I've now done all my red shirting. Jeez. All right. Ready, set, advance. Nothing happened. Who didn't
Oh,
fucking
someone
ready?
didn't ready up then.
Members.
It was
It was
Austin.
Austin.
I could have guessed that.
Oh, fuck him. I made the call, fuck him. He had only 5 hours of
That's fair.
recruiting. So. God
He
damn it, I
probably
got
was
locked
ready
out
to go
again.
anyway.
Yeah. Wow, Stanford had a week 0 and a week 1 bye. That's cool. Resume broadcast. There's a lot of recruits me and Austin are going after, so definitely hiding that shit. Dude, this quarterback me and you are going after is starting to piss me off. Okay, full game. Yeah, I got game of the week fight. Number 1 versus number 6.
Oh. Well, mine's number 3 versus number 5, so.
Let's see. I mean, that's closer. I feel that should be. Oop, turn my volume off.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
There we go.
Beautiful Keenan City, nestled beneath the pine trees.
I haven't had too much issue running the ball so far.
Fired up and ready for this energized battle. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10.
Slot fade still works.
Yeah, but if you got a fast dude that does it, I bet he takes off.
Yeah. The speed is noticeable though. My power back definitely feels much slower than he did before.
My power back has 97 speed, so much he might feel faster.
My guy's fast for a power back, not 97 speed fast, but.
Turner decides to fair catch this. So North Carolina's offense comes on the field.
No, the running back I had last year decided not to go pro and came back for his senior year, and I'm like, bro, no. It's like, you're not developing the way I want. You're just there because you have to be there. Oh, my running back's not starting.
His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback.
I'm actually more curious, I think, about how Brian and Austin play their games with these sliders. Because you and I built up a team that's like absurdly good already, to where we're already higher overall than most of the teams that we play anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas Austin and Brian are. I mean, Austin has an 89 offense this year.
Yeah.
But his defense kind of seems like it sucks.
Alright, let's see the slot fade. You know, let me switch sides for the slot fade. There we go. I'll have the open side.
Opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Oh, that's me pick. Yep. Not because I threw to the slot fade, because the player didn't follow the slot fade and came back down to cover the tight end.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the
Okay, come on. I don't give a fuck about watching this crowd. Let's go.
In a big way.
It's early, but this crowd is fired.
My stadium's number 9 for stadium toughness.
It's going to be tough for the visitors today. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over at that time. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Oh my gosh, I ran the wrong way.
An explosive play. They finally get him down with the offense very near to the red zone.
Really good patience here from the back. And anytime
What's going to be important for me is
that means the
I want to know if
well at second and third
this is specifically a thing about Austin. If he loses his game, which I'm expecting him to, is it because he thinks the game is bullshit, or is it just, or is he losing because he just doesn't have as good players? And he needs to be able to make that distinction.
Yeah, it's definitely because of his players. He beats the teams he should beat. When he comes up to the teams that, he's going to have a tough time with, he loses the majority of the time.
Yeah.
He's only beat Georgia one time. He hasn't beat Alabama.
Yeah.
He's never beat Tennessee, although it's his first time playing him. It was last year.
He has him again this year.
Yeah.
They're at home.
He's beat LSU, but not the same LSU team.
I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Hasn't won his conference yet.
Nope. He made it to the conference championship and then lost. His first year, I think.
First year there. I don't think he's been back.
Nope.
Oh shit, NC State just pulled out a trick play and it didn't work.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Oh God, the
There's
tree.
a part of me that wanted to bump it up to Heisman. Oh, Jesus Christ, my corners just got torched. Alright. There was a part of me that wanted to bump it up to Heisman, just simply because I feel like the CPU gets more creative and stuff with their play calling, and they'll actually like run fakes and stuff on you on Heisman. The problem is we tried playing out on Heisman, and every game was a fucking pain in the ass to play.
Yeah, we were getting slaughtered.
It followed the same thing that Madden does, where if you put it on all Madden, the game is just miserable because the CPU just fucking cheats.
For me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that.
So everybody but Brian has a top 10 opponent this week.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap.
Yeah.
To throw, it's Marquez. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
I tried not to give Brian like a ridiculously tough Power 5 team to play against, but I gave him the team that I've played in the Big 12 championship game the last 3 years in a row. That's his Week 4 game, which is Cincinnati.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, he's got the savvy and instinct.
And this week he gets Vanderbilt, it's still an SEC team, and it still might be a higher overall than him, but no one's really intimidated by Vanderbilt.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Oh, you might. I mean, I lost a wake.
True.
Pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
To me, Chris, with this offense,
Lost a wake, missed my conference championship, won a natty, took the high state route.
Flip the ball out to him, out to the outside. Let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense.
So far, I haven't had like really any issues on offense.
Yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up.
Fuck! Do another pick. I lost it just a tad too much.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Here comes a handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll run it with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Ball back.
And the punt team now on to kick it away.
Like kicking a field goal in this spot, but
bringing it back, it's Murphy.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to return the punt for a touchdown.
Touchdown, UNC. He will score. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. And they get a drive going this time. Hand off to the single back. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller. Allow him
God damn it, I bit on that read option. Oh, I could have had them in the backfield and forced him to punt.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. And remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. With the return, it's Murphy. Oh, and he's got some space here. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice
Punter got me.
that return. Puts the start of the drive in good
Damn it.
position.
The punter got me, Fred.
It's back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Important second down play coming up.
Guys, where the fuck is everybody?
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
And then cover your zones.
Good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's caught.
I didn't
Touchdown,
fight on
Tar
my
Heels.
little stinky leg move
Add
the
the
other
lead
day.
now with the PAT.
Oh my gosh, Fred, those bench and out routes feel so much better when you have a fast, when the receivers actually have the speed to actually do it now.
This one away.
It's nice that they get separation now.
Be tackled at the 17. Strong
Get
job
it
by
away.
the coverage team.
Jesus
Offense
Christ.
will line up.
Offensive line just collapsed that play.
Into the quarter.
At least he got rid of it.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Here's a
Fumble.
way behind the line of scrimmage.
Aww.
Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Nobody expects the power back to be able to run a wheel route so well, but here we are.
But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that.
Yeah, he was lined up against a linebacker too.
A couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First
I also realized something kind of disgusting. I don't know if you've seen this play. There's a play I run where it's got a boundary receiver to your left, your slot receiver on your right, and a boundary to the right, all running streak routes. Oh, and then there's a tight end lined up, and then another receiver on your left slot that are running in routes at different depths. And the side where there's 2 receivers running out streaks, I have 2 receivers lined up on that side that have 99 speed.
Oh.
On the return,
I was like, oh damn.
now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane on that return. This drive starts in good position. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
You make the stop,
Serious with this hurry-up offense bullshit.
How about the offensive line here?
If I could
Just
ban
a
the
hat
hurry-up,
on a
I totally
hat,
would.
Opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do.
You gained 1 yard. Why do you need to hurry up?
Up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any
Is it still 1 yard? Oh, what a shoot.
Touchdown, Tar Heels. Strong game by this quarterback. But they try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Oh my God, they just landed the most insane coffin corner I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
I might get safetied.
Oh my God. If your offensive line is bad, because I'm looking through Stanford's, the left side where I'm having issues getting past, the left tackle and the left guard are 90 and 96. The center is a 73, the right guard's a 77, and the right tackle's an 82. And I'm just getting so much. I'm getting so much push from just those guys. Their entire right side is dancing.
It's just like, we only need half of an offensive line.
Like, I'm getting off blocks so quick on the right side. That I'm basically just playing man and just blitzing full and just having my defensive line do it.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looks left and
finds
his target there.
Punched it out.
The defense
Sure, it'll come back.
You know, it's wide receivers don't get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Marquez.
Pass interference, thank you.
But there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. Pass interference. Defense.
Nice first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there.
I was very thankful that my quarterback broke that sack attempt. I was like, holy fuck.
Talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to.
Hey, what the? My running backs are getting beat.
Bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
And the Tar Heels are in the red zone.
Because I'm a very run-heavy offense.
Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first.
So now my 3rd and 4th stringer in.
Tar Heels will line up here on 1st down and goal.
Offsides defense.
Here comes a jet sweep.
Doesn't matter.
He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. The extra point makes it 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff.
I'm just loading the right side of the offense so I just shift everybody over. So.
A nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend. But give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Oh, they got the hole, even though I put people over there.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he
Yeah, I
keeps
don't
running
think
the way
NC
he
State
is,
has people
not
with
only is he
99
having a
speed.
great day, but it's going to give this
Probably not.
quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
I think that's Virgin's third touchdown of the game.
Oh my
It's not even
god.
halftime.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
Oh, I almost kicked that. My big boy.
He just has to throw it away. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Pressure is coming. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long.
I guarantee you at some point Austin's going to complain about the CPU being able to hold on to a catch through contact.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
It's because the slider is up for them to be able to catch that, but he won't care. It's bullshit. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Cover your zones.
Oh, Austin, stop going after 3 stars. Just stop. The only 3-star you need is a fucking kicker and punter. That's it. Stop. It's that easy.
He's been at Missouri now for, this is what, year 6 or year 7?
Yeah.
You should be recruiting like Ohio State does.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him about
You're not wrong.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. They'll try to add to the lead.
God damn. Virgin has 197 receiving yards.
They stretch the lead a little bit more.
Just don't teach
I might
everybody
turn
to
the
go.
player threshold. I don't know. I want to turn the threshold back down because I feel like I can just score at will with my receivers.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I should play a more talented team than NC State, because NC State could be ranked 5 and just be completely overrated. But
Yeah, like Stanford is 6, and I'm just dog walking him at the moment.
yeah,
But he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be
Brian
able to
did not
shake
give me an easy
because he is
schedule
so
this year.
elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good
I forget
job
who
in
my
the
next
open
team
field
is, but it's
surrounding
another
him. Just
team
know
that was in the
they're
top
gonna
10
pick up a more positive
at the
yards.
time of making the schedule. And my last game was against number 7 Wisconsin or something like that.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Finds an open target on the
I wanted to give
left side.
Austin at Oregon again, but he played there last year.
First down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Yeah.
Stanford comes to the line.
So I decided to give him at Miami and at I forget the other at.
1st and 10. Looking to throw. Makes a quick grab.
It was Stanford, I think, but it got changed back to Virginia Tech.
Operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. On the run, he'll let it go. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Out of bounds, but not
Burned badly on that.
huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
God damn, awesome. Fred, you got enough passing yards?
And the defense swarmed, not much of a gain on that.
I mean, My 99 speed receivers just keep getting open. I don't know what do you want me to do? Not throw it to him?
Yeah.
Underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
That's exactly what I want you to do. Just stop, man. Stop. Our scores are very close, too.
Yeah.
Crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And they will trot out the field goal team here.
Oh, okay. All right. I think the blitz missed there.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they
Where's that damn tree?
And now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive.
I was trying to slot things.
Offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to the... He'll take a deep shot here.
Yeah. Oh, what? What?
He steps out, but that's
I just underthrew that, I guess?
So they'll start this.
I was like, oh yeah, he's open. Nope.
On the first half clock.
He was open. I just didn't throw him open.
They'll look to throw it.
There's no way you're punting in this situation. That's crazy.
Wide open. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Good God, this punter is nuts.
The offense gets a fresh set of
He coughing you again?
He almost coffined me again.
And it's complete downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Stanford has moved into the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down.
Oh, I picked it off. Alright.
When you get this
Pretty
close to
picks.
the end zone,
Not mad.
you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The touch strategy here.
Should I just stop throwing the slot fade and going to my go-to all go gun stack wide all go and see how it really runs?
Back to pass. It's Marquez. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game.
Pass interference, let's go.
Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And now another deep ball here.
Damn it.
And
Get open.
Just 3 seconds left on the clock. One more play before they head to the locker room. They look to throw it here on second down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the pass falls incomplete.
I can definitely tell the passing is a little bit different.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys.
That's 15 first downs.
QB
Holy shit.
accuracy for the QB accuracy for users is down from what it was. So
Yeah.
And we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the
Because I threw a pick to a receiver that was literally just, all I had to do was just get it to him and it was short. And I'm like, huh?
running game, the passing game, gadget
It's
plays
not
at
accurate
work.
as where it should have been.
Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
And the Tar Heels will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. First down and 10 now. Movement here from the tight end. Handoff to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create here on the move.
Oh, he caught that? Holy shit.
Grabbed by the receiver right near the sideline. Hold on here a
Oh,
second.
there
The
you go.
replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. The shotgun running play call. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making
Their
the
punter
tackle.
couldn't
The
pin me
offense
that
just
time.
couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Bro, I had a fucking wide open lane to the quarterback on that play.
Third down and long.
Unblocked.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's
There's another pick.
intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. First down here for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses
You
that
know what? I
really
don't blame
build
you
their
for that
defense
one.
to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing.
God damn it.
Interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Gonna take it all.
I mean, if I'm having issues with my passing, Austin's gonna have a fucking meltdown.
And a pick 6.
I have no idea what Austin's quarterback situation
That
looks like.
defender showed a lot of athletic ability
Since
there.
because the guy he had last year, I think, is gone.
Yeah. A 5-star that he didn't start until this year.
As a returner after that touchdown.
Yeah.
Or last year.
He's gonna bring it out of the end zone from a
He was
couple
telling
yards
me
out.
earlier about how he
He's
wanted
tackled at
to.
the 17, so looking
He was
for
going
that
after a
big
4-star
gain
gem that he
for a
found.
touchdown.
And once if he gets that guy, he just wants to focus on recruiting a bunch of defense. After that, you know, it's like, all right, whatever. As long as you get like better than 3-star
Tackled
players.
about the 23-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Again, makes
But
it
then at the same
second
time, he
and
also
medium.
told me that he was like,
A pop pass on the jet sweep.
I feel comfortable as long as I
Past the
can
35.
like
Oh, and he's in the
score
corner.
points
It's
and
a
recruit
fullback.
good offensive
Past the
players, then I
20.
don't really care too much about how good my defense is. And I was like, all right, whatever. I keep thinking
Good
that
luck.
in the SEC.
Try to add the lead now with the
Yeah, good luck with that, especially when you have to play me or Fred
They tack on a point to their
or you.
Hmm
And Brian once he gets up and going.
There's a part of me that wants to tell Brian that he can go to a P5 after this year if he wins his conference, but
I'm cool with that.
I don't want him to go to a P5 too early and not have his coach built up or anything.
And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now.
And I also was thinking, if he doesn't go for another 2 years, then I could just, if I wanted to, I could like time it to where whenever he leaves Louisiana Tech will be when I leave UCF.
And it's incomplete. They tried the trick play on first down.
Hell, I say give him Morgan.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Or why?
Against
You know what?
Oregon, it'll quite literally be either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Or Washington. I think that'd be a good one. They have a good
Washington,
program.
I think, would be fun.
Right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pass is caught. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball.
Either of the Arizona schools would be good too. He was already at Arizona State now. The first dynasty that we did that we ended up starting over.
Set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. It's caught.
Oh my God, he held on to that and stayed up for both those hard tackles. Jesus.
This offense, big gain.
Really good
Holy
job
shit.
here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out.
I mean, give him props. He held on to it. He didn't.
With a new set of downs, they
Sure,
did
not
here.
2 big hits and kept going.
Cut into this lead.
7th play of the drive coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. The pre-snap motion from the offense. He's running out of time here. Quick
Yeah, you're getting launched.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why
6th field goal
these guys
there,
are enjoying the
NC
lead.
State. Really got to keep you in this game.
Receiver makes the grab. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. The pass not enough for the first down. Punting unit is on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll try to run
God.
inside, but nowhere to go.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are still...
All right. This running back is done for the day.
I still think it would be funny, though, if Brian left Louisiana Tech and got a SEC job and built up a school and became better than Austin is.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Man, you covered the slot fade. How dare you?
Trying to have another power back that's a sophomore with 99. He's a power back with 99 speed.
What?
He's from Washington, Maryland. Yeah, he go fast. His change of direction's very bad. It's only a 78, but he go fast.
He don't need to change directions.
He just does
goes
bowling
one
ball.
direction really fast.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back.
Quite literally the definition of a freight train.
Yeah.
Good in the first half, but
does he turn? No. Does he need to? No, because he just goes really fucking fast in one direction.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And the ball is away from inside the 10. He's got some daylight turning on
I'm a
the
little
speed.
surprised they called that a
The
touchdown,
coverage
but
team
okay.
makes the stop on this return. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Remember the last possession, it was a long march, but it stalled. They came up empty. Can they find the end zone this time? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Okay, well,
Takes the ball and heads to the left side.
shouldn't have said anything.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I feel like you should announce the review before, like, the fight song is over, because it's a little awkward that they just played the fight song after I scored, and they're like, ha, just kidding, that wasn't a touchdown.
So play it again.
And the running back takes the handoff.
Jesus Christ, that running back just... What the... What? Holy shit.
Holy shit!
Oh my god. He just gave me the cold shoulder. He just made... I was diving at him and he's like, no. You're not. That's what I get for using square, not X. Jesus.
Shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line.
I thought that was unnecessary roughness. Start of the 4th quarter. You just finish your game?
Check out the comparison
Yeah.
of big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around.
So now I have to make sure that these wide receivers are open and not just like, I can usually thread this needle. Not anymore.
Receiver in motion now.
The needles are a little more tighter to throw.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to
Slide.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 1st and 10 play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Running back, we're doing that play again because you're a piece of shit and you missed your fucking block.
One of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same.
Wait, let me
They
pick that
were
play
all
again.
over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the
Oh my gosh, hold on to the fucking ball.
Excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Moore's got him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set
Oh my gosh. How did he even catch that ball? He threw it out, off, not even the right way.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looking to throw yet again. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. That is enough for a 1st down.
That was a linebacker covering a slot receiver.
And the drive keeps going. This Stanford offense is moving quickly.
Gary Combs, is that you?
Yeah. Felt like it.
Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch.
Nice hold. Insanely nice hold.
Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
The most blatant hold I've ever seen. Right there. Hands closed.
Puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Caught quickly. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Stanford now operating in the red
My other
zone.
full game is against Tennessee, so I'll probably get a much better gauge of how the sliders play against them than I did NC State.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he's tackled for a loss.
Also, NC State was...
all over that one.
They were not a very high overall team for being the number 5 team in the country.
Yeah, I see that.
I just noticed that.
Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the
How is he holding on to that? I'm fucking all over him.
At the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think.
Okay, we're just gonna fucking shrug off a fucking tackle, and then my other guy's gonna fucking miss. That's cute.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. And
Where's that fucking tree? I want to go hit him.
Gets all the way to the end zone.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
It makes me mad that I can't audible for onside kicks.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
Ellie De La Cruz hit a grand slam on his bobblehead night. Let's go.
There's a receiver in the area. That's hilarious.
No man in the area.
That's not intentional grounding.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Finally out of bounds after
Roughing the passer? Or late hit?
a
Yes, that's a 1st down.
Check this out.
Or that's on my unnecessary roughness.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Tar Heels line it up with 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the route is on. See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They need a
This is the problem that I think you and I run into once we build up teams that are this good, is no one in our conferences are even close to matching us in overall.
Down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. And the offense will wisely
Miami's the closest thing to you, and they're a 90 overall this year.
Very important here in the final minutes. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw.
Clemson's at 89.
It's a fly to the wideout. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28.
Lions already tied for the highest overall in his own
Is
conference.
it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
I didn't know Malachi Nelson transferred to UTEP.
Takes the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30.
Yeah.
That's good for a 1st down.
I think it's safe to say that he was not deserving of that 5-star rating.
Yeah.
But they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.
There are 5 teams in Austin's conference alone that are a higher overall than him. Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee, and all of them. Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, LSU. Yeah, that was everything. And Ole Miss is the same overall as him.